burn up myself. Amen. Praise the Lord. We forgot to cut it on because it's so nice outside. Amen. Cut that hair on. Cut it down. Amen. I know how pregnant women get hot. I know that. I done had 2 of them babies. Amen. Praise the Lord. Bless your heart. I'm sorry, Christine. We forgot to cut it on. Amen. But God, what a beautiful thing between a man and a woman. And to have those children. Amen. I mean, look at all these ugly kids. Amen. Ain't that wonderful? I mess with the kids. Amen. Glory to God. Amen. When those babies come and God produces those children, it brings a new life, and you're creating something that God allowed you to come together and create. It is a beautiful thing. Amen. There's nothing more beautiful than children. Amen. Amen. That little old baby, they smell so good. Oh, Lord. Man, you used to put that baby powder on them, man, that old baby lotion, man. They smell like you just want to kiss them, little rascal. I used to kiss mine all the time, man. I hold them up, kiss them, and play with them. I thought it was the greatest thing there was, man, being a dad. Amen. A lot of people change that now. And then comes the grandbabies. Amen. Then comes grandbabies. And the whipping used to give the kid for doing something the grandbaby gets away with. Amen. Amen. The grandbaby gets away with it because that's the grandbaby. Just like Daniel, Lydia, little Ike, my little puppy, my little Boston Terrier. Well, he wouldn't let us get away with that. Yeah, but he's the baby. Amen. So what happens is you fall in love with your wife, and then you have children in the sanctimony part of marriage. And you begin to love, and you begin to produce, and things begin to happen. Outside of marriage, Hollywood has made it vulgar. Yep. The world, the porno world, has made it vulgar. They took what God has made glorious and beautiful and made it awful and vulgar and nasty and filthy. God didn't intend that. That's not what it was about. Amen. He made it beautiful between a man and a woman. Amen. Under the bonds of matrimony. Amen. It's like on a honeymoon. It's almost like Christmas night, man, you know. You've got this brand new love, this wonderfulness of this lady that God has brought, or this young man that God has brought. And young men, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell all you young guys in here, my son included, all of them. A woman is not a trophy. Amen. When I hear people say, oh man, she was a trophy, man. Well, no! And I'll tell you something else. My wife is not my old lady.
Amen.
I never have liked that. I've never called her my old lady. I have never liked that term. To me, she is my bride 36 years later. Amen. Amen. I think when you call a woman an old lady, hey, my old lady, you're disrespecting that woman that you're married to. You ought to love her beyond that. Amen. She is my bride still. Amen. My bride. And that's the way she ought to be. But see, we get caught up in the sin of sexual adultery. And then after years, men, I'm going to speak from a man's point of view. Let me say this first, because I don't want to be accused of this. When I say this, I have never ran around to my wife ever, because she's always been by my side from the day we got married. Other when I went to work, she went to work. Amen. Don't have a desire to. Amen? Amen. Don't have a desire to. But I will say from a man's perspective, because I've taught in men's meetings, that a man never loses his sexual drive. But a woman does after kids. As she gets older, she starts losing a little bit of that. That doesn't give you permission to run around on your wife.
Amen. Amen.
Amen on that.
Amen. You are to love her. Matter of fact, when you get, I just turned 60 years old. When you get my age, sometimes just a cup of coffee and a handhold and a little smooch on the lips will just make your day, man. Oh, I don't think I'm young. Well, you're still young. I said when you get my age. Amen. You didn't hear me? Amen. But men have it worse about committing adultery. Some early on in their marriage. some throughout their marriage. And it's wrong anytime. Amen. Women do it too, but I say men are worse. I'm speaking from a man's perspective because I've had a lot of men in my family, and I'm speaking from a perspective that I know. Amen. Because, see, the sexual drive that God has put in that man, it should always be geared toward the one that you marry and that you love. Amen. He goes on to say that this commandment forbids all sexual impurity. Adultery is sexual relations between a married person and someone other than his, of course I told you that. God looks not only at our actions, but also the thoughts and the intents of our heart. Did you know that? See, a lot of people, and we've talked about this in Sunday school, men's Sunday school, that men and women, you're to blame. You're the blame. And then the man, the sin falls on him as well. But we've talked about this in Sunday school. You go to Walmart, and these young ladies got shorts and their backsides falling out. Amen. Their breasts are coming out. Or their clothes are so tight that you can... Hey, hey. And a man, and you're walking down, and I'm a pastor, and I'm going to tell you, I walked to Walmart, and I wouldn't even be thinking about letting some girl come out now and come in front of me, and butt drooping out in shorts. Yeah. The first thought in my head is not a good thought. I'm a man. And I'm going to tell you I'm a man. Then I turn away and I walk the other way and I say, Father, take any evil thought out of my heart and my mind that Satan just tried to put in my heart and my mind. It was not premeditated. It happens. And you have to pray about it. That's why Jesus said pray continually. And women nowadays are not dressing like ladies. They're dressing very vulgar and they draw that man. And then if you think that in your mind, let me show you what the Bible said. If you premeditate that. Now, me and Daniel, my son, sat right there, and you can ask him. I don't have to be around to ask him. We're walking in Walmart one day, and we're talking about shooting and guns. This girl walks out. Me and him turned around and went just like this, and he said, Daddy, we need to pray. I said, yes, sir, buddy. And we started praying. Yeah. It wasn't premeditated. We were talking about shooting guns. But she walked out and everything was falling out. And I said, well, let's go back this way, son. Come on, go this way. He said, we need to pray. I said, yep, sure do. We start praying. I said, Lord, take these thoughts out of our minds right now and out of our hearts right now in Jesus' name. Because, Lord, you know I didn't want that thought there. But what do? You can't walk around Walmart like this. You just can't do it. So what I'm saying is, I'm leading up to a point. But some people, they'll see that girl there. And they'll follow her down every aisle. That's premeditated. Watch what God says. Whosoever looks on a woman to lust after her has committed adultery with her already in his heart. You've already committed that sin of adultery in your heart if you're lusting after her. If a young lady walks in front, and let me down put it on the girls. Some of these guys will wear tank tops, and that's fine. And some of these guys got some pretty good physiques. They got some pretty good sized muscles, man. And these girls, I've seen them guys pass me in Walmart. They big old muscles, man. Nice looking guys, man. I mean, got nice bodies, no doubt about it. And girls say, ooh. Girl, you just committed adultery. Women do it too, but men do it more. I'm just telling you what I think. I think men do it more. I'm speaking from a man's species. But women do it too. You girls will see a good-looking guy, and you'll say, oh, he's so pretty. He's so handsome. And you do the same identical thing. Just because they look good don't mean they are good. Doesn't mean their heart is good. Amen. He said if you look upon a woman to lust after her, you have committed the sin of adultery already.